Hello, my name is Jason J. Rock Houston, and this is for Guitarist TV. And I see you guys got your own Key Flight TV studio you're coming live from. That's pretty cool. So, welcome to the show. Why don't we have everybody introduce themselves? You guys want to start that way?
Yeah, I'm Corey. I'm the drummer,
Okay.
and I'm Ryan, the guitar player and singer.
Wait, what's your name again? The guitar player and the singer? Ryan.
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 Yeah.
Okay. How long has the band been together?
For about what, 7 years? Yeah, about 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
So, how did you guys all hook up? Were you friends beforehand? Did you know each other from the music scene or growing up?
We went to high school together.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, we didn't link up until years after high school. So
So are you guys like the same age, or you graduate the same year? And
yeah, essentially.
you guys kind of hang out in high school? I was curious, or did you kind of not you kind of just like walk past each other in school and get to know each other later?
Well, yeah, so like it was like kind of early on in high school, and I was looking for a place to eat lunch, and I was kind of new, walking around, nobody, and didn't have any friends, and Corey's older brother Dustin, was like, hey, you can come sit with us.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's how I got introduced to Corey.
And what a cool story. I mean, before you even working together in a band or anything, I mean, just have a memory that somebody makes you feel welcome when you're kind of new and feeling out of place, huh? Yeah. And so
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
so Corey, let's I was curious, how old were you when you started playing the drum?
We're glitching out there.
Oh, I was saying, like, why don't you start off telling me, Corey, how old were you when you first started playing the drums, and what was it about the drums that you chose that as your instrument?
So I was in band in like junior high and high school. So I basically learned the basic, rudiments, the double strokes and the
Yeah.
paradiddles and stuff like that. And then uh let me back up. Before all that, uh it was country music that really got me into playing drums, believe it or not. But
Wow.
so then I went to band and stuff, did all that, learned the basic rudiments. I didn't get a drum kit until I was like 15. And then
Wow.
I dropped out of high school band and then just wanted to play the drum kit and just played it ever since. Would just lock myself in my room for hours and just play, and play.
Yeah, people might, kind of laugh and scoff at that, but I would imagine starting out like on country music and playing in band and doing different types of music, I would imagine that makes you a much better um, musician, being able to play different types of music.
Yeah, it definitely broadens the range.
Yeah. And how about you,
Different
Ryan?
types.
How old were you when you first picked up the guitar? And I was kind of curious. Did you start out like a lot of people on the guitar first and kind of become a singer later, or were you always a singer as well?
Well, no. Well, like my dad is a musician, so it's always been around the house. So what it was, I would hum stuff and stuff like that when he had the mic and PA set up in the garage with his band and stuff. But yeah, I think, I started doing that stuff and wanted to be Garth Brooks and
Wow.
stuff like that when I was 3. I had like a plastic guitar. I'd walk around the house and see thunder rolls and stuff like that. And then got past that, asked for a drum set, and my parents got me a drum set. So I was playing drums for a little while, and just literally just beat the crap out of them, you know.
Yeah.
And what you would call it? After that, around 8 years old, I picked up the guitar and haven't put it down since.
How interesting you and Corey kind of have that connection, before you guys even met, as far as starting out on the drums, and then you hook up, meet him in high school. Him and his brother make you kind of feel welcome, and you guys are now in this band together. And it's kind of interesting too, because if you know the Van Halen story, it was actually Alex Van Halen that started out on the guitar, and then it was
Uh-huh.
Alex who told Eddie, "Hey Ed, I think you are a little better on the guitar than I am, so why don't we switch instruments?"
Yeah, that's like, I mean, you could say that that's what we did for sure. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want to do what he does. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And
He's
as
got a
far as
he's
your
got a
singing,
lot.
did you always want to be a singer, or once you started writing your own songs, was it just a
No.
matter of, hey, I my songs? Yeah.
No, I did not want to be the singer. I didn't want to be the front man. Very much so wanted to just be the guitar player. And, we tried out singers. We did that whole approach, maybe like 2015. And we were searching, and the end result, we couldn't find anybody. And, everybody got, like, all our close circle friends, they're all like, man, you got to do it. You got the voice, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, like, I don't like the pressure. I don't like being that much of a center of attention. I very much so would just like to
That's
be
why I asked.
chilling
A lot
with
of
the
people
band.
have that story, but the more you do it, do you get more comfortable, or are you still just as nervous as
Oh
ever?
yeah.
Like, yeah,
Well, it's not it's different. Like, it's like a different, like, it's not nervous, more say it's like a almost like an OCD for me. Like, when I get on stage, I'm stressing about, like, am I gonna play this like the way I have it in my head?
yeah.
Am I gonna do, good enough job in my head? Like, I'm not that's I get too much in my head. So
I
for
mean,
me,
I
if it's a
imagine
good show, it's
everybody's got that story, but I'd imagine out of everybody in the band, um, more so with you, only because, as you say, you are the front man. All eyes are on you. You're a singer, you're a guitar player. I'd imagine having to not just remember how to, all the correct guitar chords you have to play in each song, but how to get the vocals right, got to get every word right. If you mess up a
yeah,
word, somebody's going to notice, and you're going to think, oh,
yeah,
they're all looking at me.
yeah. There's immense pressure for sure, but you know, yeah. There's immense pressure. You know what I mean? Especially if there's. But see, the thing is, it's like, I don't know what it is about. Like, we play a show, and we don't have a lot of guys there. It's like that to me is even more nerve-wracking than
Yeah,
to
yeah,
play to, like, a bunch of people.
yeah.
I don't know what it is, but think they're like, maybe be like some scene dudes just like looking at you like, oh, okay. That's pretty much, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's
Since
the I feel like the
yeah,
judgment and stuff.
since you got that OCD or whatever you want to call that element of nerves before you hit the stage or whatever, I imagine a lot of it, like a lot of us, when you hear your voice on record or something or on tape for the first time, it's like, oh wow, I sound like that, and especially as a
Yeah.
singer, it takes a while. I imagine you in the studio and you hear your vocals and stuff, and you're like, oh man, do I sound like that? And it takes a while to get used to it. It must be a weird feeling when you got fans and producers and other people in the studio telling you, man, you got this. You sound great. And you're like, it doesn't sound great to me, but it got to be a unique feeling when everybody,
Yeah.
you sound great, man. Trust us.
Thank you. Yeah, like, that's the thing. Yeah, you definitely have to run with, that feeling of, like, it's okay to not be, not get everything perfect in your
Yeah, yeah,
head, like. So I when I do that and I can zen out and just have a good time, performing and
yeah.
just enjoying everybody's company, that's when I know, like, it's a good night.
And I think Ryan, what you got to tell yourself is, if you weren't doing the job, if you weren't capable of doing a good enough job, you'd probably have somebody at the label. You probably have other guys in there say, "Oh, this guy sucks. We got to get rid of him. We got to get another."
Oh
And
yeah.
nobody's doing that, So you're getting the
No.
job done, So that's the key
Yes,
thing,
sir.
Yeah. And now
Yep.
let me
Yep.
ask you. I love to ask. I heard the name of the band, Key Flight Captains. Unique sounding name. I never heard anything like it. So I'd love to ask, what's the story behind the name?
Oh man. I'll take this one, man. We get asked this a lot. This question, I mean, you definitely have to ask it because it's such a weird name, right?
Yeah.
So, we got inspired by Kentucky Fried Chicken. So we had, like, a wild, like, we were really bored,
Yeah.
per se. And we were looking, for band name because we just could not find one. Everyone we thought of, we checked on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and they're all, like,
Taken.
always taken.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're like, what the heck do we do? Like, okay, like, we thought of, a band that we liked and draw inspiration from, STP, Stone Temple
Okay.
Pilots, and what they did, which they just kind of like took over a logo kind of already, you know what I mean? And we were like, well, we could probably do that. Why don't we do it with a, something kind of
I love
funny.
that. You
All
know,
right. Well,
I love that. I mean, the fact that you guys think like that. I mean, I mean, it makes sense. You abbreviate it KFC. I mean,
yeah.
it'd be funny if you guys could get some kind of sponsorship sponsoring KFC.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that would
Oh
be
yeah.
cool. But you know, it's kind of unique if you even stop and think about KFC. Think about the fact that if you look at the history of that, KFC, Colonel Sanders is this guy, from Kentucky. He made a living off of cooking chicken. I mean, and
Yeah.
he's long dead, but the company's still around. So, and I just love, back in the day, seeing all those commercials. Yeah, see, get the fried chicken. It's finger licking good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. We got some little gimmicks along that line, but we tried to kind of brand away just in case like, there's a lawsuit in the future or something, we're like we don't want to get caught up,
I don't
but
think you have to
at the
worry because
same
I mean,
time,
I don't think you have to worry. It's not that obvious. Like I said, when you tell the story, I kind of get it now. Like you abbreviate KFC, yeah, I get that. But nobody's gonna really get that unless they're
thank God, because yeah, we stopped abbreviating at KFC and just went with KF,
yeah, yeah.
so that there would be no confusion. We're tired. We don't necessarily like getting drumsticks thrown at us on stage, but if you know,
The
but
truth be told, I mean, I know when I heard the name, I immediately thought, okay, these guys must be like fans of like warplanes or pilots or you know aircraft or something, and or maybe they got a military background. So again, my brain didn't even go to KFC, and I don't think too many people would. But it's a great story. I mean, we
thank
spent
you. Yeah, that this guy, he loves airplanes, so aviation stuff.
yeah,
Kind of a
that's always a
nerd with
great
it.
that's always a great backstory. Yeah, we love this guy loves aircraft, but
Oh yeah,
see, it gets
yeah.
people talking and thinking. I mean, we spent like 5 minutes just talking about what the name means. I mean, which is fun.
Hey, and it means absolutely nothing. That's all. That's what the. It's just literally
I
a
mean,
group of words.
I used to hear people, Jerry Seinfeld, the comedian, people ask him, so what's your show Seinfeld about? It's about
Oh yeah,
nothing. It's just
well nothing, man.
stupid
What'd you
fun.
do today?
Yeah, yeah.
You went to the store. You brushed your teeth. Oh, that's the show. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
show.
yeah. And see, just talking to you guys are so down to earth and friendly. You got like down home appeal. I mean, I kind of not even really having ever met you guys until now, doing this. I mean, kind of got like a Leonard Skinner kind of down home approach.
Okay, like yeah,
Yeah.
we appreciate that. Yeah, and same to you, man. Like we really appreciate you're really nice and stuff. So yeah, we
Well,
enjoy the
yeah,
conversation so far.
like we invite bands like you guys on because like I'll be honest, I never heard of a band until your publicist reached out to me. But then in prepping for the interview, I went and checked out the single and the video. Was really impressed. I thought, okay, need to give these guys the opportunity to kind of tell their story. We want to find out more. We want people to go and check the band out. And so the new video for Heartstrings is out. So let's talk about that. That's a cool little song. I don't know if you call it like a ballad or what, but it's a nice little melodic song. It's well written. I dig it.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's a waltz, isn't it? Isn't it a waltz?
It's like a one,
Yeah,
two, three,
it's
one, two, three.
yeah, 3/4 timing song, but yeah, it's got a weird swing to it, and it's got more of a like an uplifting feel, like I guess you could say, but definitely it's there's a long story to what it really actually means, but it means what it means to me is something, what it's going to mean something to somebody else. You know what I mean?
Now, talk a little bit about that because again, you must have people like maybe who've heard this song or even after one of your shows comes up and tells you, Ryan, Corey, I love this song and this is what it means to me, or this is what I got out of it. And you're like, well, that's not what it's about, but if that's what it means to you, great. I mean, how much do you love
Yeah,
when
yeah.
people kind of read something different into the song, or it means something different to them, but what you wrote it about? It's kind of must.
I love misinterpretations, and I say that is what it's about,
Yeah,
because if you heard something in it, I'm not going to take away from that, like that's that. I love that. I love different interpretations. I love if like they
Interpretation,
can't hear me
not even
do what.
misinterpretation. It's like we all have different life experiences. So you know what
Yeah,
you wrote the song about, but because of something else somebody maybe personally went through in their life, it means something different to them. And I'd imagine as the guys that wrote the song, when you hear somebody tell you that, you must think, "Wow, you got that out of my song! Wow."
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't even I don't get that, but hey, wow, what a unique approach.
Definitely. I appreciate those things. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate hearing that. It's always good hearing that. You
Yeah.
know,
It's always
and
really cool. Yeah.
yeah, if it's, you know, if it helps somebody, then that's, I mean, that's what we do this for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so you guys are from Houston, Texas. What's the music scene like there? Is there much of a rock or
Yeah. We got a pretty good scene here, you know. We got a lot of rock music,
A lot of metal.
a lot of metal, a lot of indie, you know, a lot of you know, avant-garde, like, you know, kind of,
Strong hip hop background here too.
yeah, strong hip hop background here. But we're kind of on the like northwest side.
okay?
So you know, we've done a lot of shows at, you know, venues on the north side. And you know, mainly what our focus is we want to do stuff, you know, in the loop and more in the city, because the city, that's where it's like it's people just show up, you know, they
Yeah,
just come to the show. They don't even, you know, they frequent and go out a lot more than the city folk, or not the city folk, the people in the suburbs, you know. So
yeah.
it's like, you know, a lot of people want to go out to bars and stuff like that, but that's another thing. It's like we love playing bars, but we love playing venues even more, you know.
So like
But
as far as playing out live, how often do you guys play out live? And have you played much outside your local area?
as of right now, no, we have not. We've done around the local area, you know, like more like Huntsville and stuff like that. But no, we have not been able to branch out a local. So,
Oh,
but we're definitely looking forward to doing so.
yeah, let's talk about the power of internet now, like doing stuff like this. And then obviously, since you posted the video, I was curious, how have people been responding to the video? I mean,
So, all right, so this is the thing. So we relaunched this video. We
yeah.
had shot it and launched it a very quick version of it last year, when we actually we were one of 11 of winner of 94.5 The Buzz, a big local radio station's
Hometown for the holidays.
hometown for the holidays, their contest. And the song Heartstrings was on air, you know, rotation for 2 months. And
Wow.
during that 2 months, we hurried up and shot this video for that song, because we're like, oh, you know, I guess it needs a video. So, you know, we got that going. And you know, at the end of it, we weren't very happy with the video. So over the next, you know, year, we kind of refined it, remixed the song a little better, had a little more time with it, and we're able to get a little bit better version of what we wanted to accomplish with the video, and what we wanted to do. So we put that together and literally just released it maybe a couple of days ago,
Oh
a
yeah.
week ago, you know, as soon as we started this campaign with Pavement.
Wow.
So
That's interesting. So and that's really kind of a down home approach. What I mean is, I don't know, what's your relationship with Pavement? Like, do you guys have a deal? Or are you working towards an EP or something? Or
yeah, so with Pavement, what we did was we have a campaign deal. So basically, they're pushing our song Heartstrings, and you know, giving it its big push, you know. So that's essentially what we worked out with them. We're not like signed to their label or anything right now, you know. We
possibility
never
though,
know
maybe.
what could be in the, yeah, we never know what could happen in the future, but for right now, we're unsigned. And
See,
um
what I dig about your story you just told me is the fact that you're not even really signed yet. There's maybe a possibility you're working with Payment, and it's great to have them kind of helping you guys out do this. But I love the fact that the song, kind of being played on a radio station and people just kind of reacting to the song, before it's even
yeah.
officially on an album or anything. That tells you that that to me, that tells you people really love the song, or there's at least an interest there.
Yeah, we wanted to do something with Heartstrings because, we sat there with our brother Rod Ryan, the disc jockey for 94.5 The Buzz, and he gave us some good advice. And I was adamant about, should we take this somewhere else? Like, should we try and make a big push for this song? And he was, very like, yeah, because they got a lot of positive feedback. We did that 2-month thing here locally, and they got a lot of feedback. So that was very helpful.
Like I said,
We're
in
like,
this day and
okay.
age, you're lucky if people go on YouTube and play your song all the way through, or the video. So the fact that
Yeah,
that many people responded to the song and you've gotten this far, I think you guys should have a great feeling, or great feeling of accomplishment, because in many ways you're kind of just you're just kind of getting yourselves out there really for the first big time maybe. But I can't wait to see what happens. And I think with a song like Heartstrings, like I've just honestly heard the one song, and so I'm kind of excited to hear what might come next, because I'm at a point just here having heard the one song. I can't really pigeonhole you. I can't say you're a rock band. I can't say you're a pop band. And when Corey
yeah,
says that, he was influenced by country early on, I can kind of in here this song here like little country influence, and it may
yeah,
not be obvious to the average listener, but having you have told me that you guys are influenced by different types of music. I can kind of hear that now.
yeah. Definitely, there's a lot of that stuff. We definitely, if I could kind of like sum up the orifice of our sound, which I mean, I don't really like to do, and I don't know if we could do it, but what it is we're really inspired by 90s and the grunge era, and past that, the post grunge stuff, the new metal stuff, all that stuff. Like, we dig it. That's the era we grew up in. So
early 2000s.
that's the early 2000s stuff. That's kind of like, we like the production side of that a lot more than
I mean, I
today's
can't really
modern
say I've
production.
only heard the one song. I dig the one song I've heard, Heartstrings, and like I said, I'm excited to hear what comes next from you guys. But just based
Yeah,
on that
we got
song,
we
I
got a
could hear you guys being like a Foo Fighters or even a Queen. I say that because, like, you look at a band like Queen, okay? Um, if you've ever heard the song "Stone Cold Crazy," that's about as metal as they get.
oh
You
yeah.
know, Queen's a
So
so they do that. Queen's a Queen's a pop band. They're a rock band. They're a hard rock. They're a little bit of everything. Even if you listen to something like
yeah.
Killer Queen, that's almost
Yep.
vaudeville. So
Yep.
um, if you can even be a band like the Foo Fighters and kind of be all over the place, I think that's what you guys could do. You could do different types of. You could do a pop song. You could do a hard rock song. Maybe even metal. Who
Yep.
knows? Yeah.
Yes, sir. We're very inspired by Foo Fighters, and this next single that's gonna come out very, very soon. It's called Year Down, and this song it's I want to say it's rock song. It's alternative rock for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I wouldn't say it's like a, well, how would you describe Year Down?
You're Down is like, it's definitely a rock vibe,
Yeah.
but to me, it's got a, it's just, it's how, like we said before, it's however
You
what
want
you're
it to
gonna
be.
think,
Yeah. Yeah.
what you're gonna think about it.
Yeah.
Take out of it. So the only thing I could say is it's a really groovy rock song. It's got heavy groove in it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it. And the cool thing about if you guys were to get signed to a label like Pavement is what I love about that label in particular is they got everything from Puddle of Mud, which is a '90s alternative band, Candlebox.
Oh yeah.
They got
yeah,
metal and rap bands, a little bit of everything. And so you could imagine if you were to get
Yeah.
signed on a label like that, you could imagine the touring possibilities just with the roster of
Oh
artists they
yeah.
have.
Oh, it would be lovely. We are very much so looking forward to getting on the road.
Yeah.
It's a long time coming. We got the van, we're ready to go, man. Like, we're ready to go,
It's hard to believe this. We're in 2023. We're already into March, the third month of the year. I mean, time is just passing
Yeah.
by. But I really enjoyed getting to know you guys today, Ryan and Corey. And I want to say, please keep in touch
Yeah,
and
man.
as far as your publicist, Barbara, she knows how to get in touch with me. And please, once the next single's ready to drop, let's do this again, because I'm really digging the song I've heard, Heartstrings, and like I said, I can't wait to hear I'd be more than happy to help promote that when the time comes.
Well, thank you very much, brother.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, we very much appreciate that, and we'd love to. So,
okay. Well, as far as the interview we just did, it was great again getting to know you guys. It'll be getting posted within the next week. I will let you know, and feel free to share it on all your sites. That's what this is about, spreading the love. So you're now guys are part of our Chaotic Riff family. So you're welcome back here anytime. Take care and have a nice day.
Thanks, man.
All
You
right,
too, man.
too.
Take care.
Peace.
Okay.